Jai Guruji Maharaj. Jai Guruji Maharaj. Thank you to all divine souls. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for blessing us to be here and blessing me to share his grace. Um, I always start by saying that life, before Maharaj was incredibly difficult, and now speaking about his grace is difficult. And no matter how much we can't even speak it with words. We can't. So I'm sure Maharaj will guide me and speak what he wants to speak. Um, I'm going to share from the recent satsangs, and then we'll let Maharaj guide to where he wants it to go. Um, but the recent satsang I have is literally Maharaj's birthday, when Maharaj blessed my mom and I to go to a satsang. And when actually, I should say that I'm going to pause here for a moment. My family is going through something, and I feel like everybody's going through something right now, as the earth and everybody, all the pure souls are truly going through some sort of a huge karmic cleansing. And my family is going through something that I would have to say, after my ailments, that excruciating time that we had for many years, Maharaj sort of gave us a break in between. And then this year, we faced something that we did not even imagine, just like my ailments. But it's only because of Maharaj that we can literally smile, and we can walk, and we can breathe, because it's so huge. Because once it's done and I share the satsang, once it's complete, Sangha will find out how huge it is. But what it is basically, I'll give a little bit of a hint. Imagine my parents for 30, 25 years, 26 years that we've been in Canada. They worked their whole life to gather their money, whatever money that they've gathered. And this money, they put it into an investment that turned out to be fraud. And imagine all these years. And I would have to say that I didn't have parents for many years, because I didn't have parents. They were always working. They were always outside. So literally, it's not just about the money. It's about, the time and everything. And something has happened that it shook us so much. But again, it's because of Maharaj that we know that it's a satsang in the making. We just know that, because there is no other way with Maharaj. And he's here to make the impossible into possible. It's literally impossible, but we know he'll turn the impossible to possible. And throughout my life with Maharaj, he has always turned the impossible to possible. 6 years of ailments, the best of the best doctors telling me that I wouldn't be healed, that I have to live with my ailments for the rest of my life. He turned the impossible to possible. And I'm going to share another satsang that happened in April, that he turned the impossible to possible. So there is no other way. And it's whatever we go through, it's like he's building us. The blessings are all there. It's already written. The blessings are written. Where you want to go, your dreams, whatever you want, it's already there. He's already granted that to you. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in your heart. It's already there. But he's preparing us. He's preparing your mindset. He's preparing your perception. He's building that inner world for you to be completely ready for that blessing. So that's what he's doing for us through this suffering. So I'm going to share the satsangs, also the teachings of Maharaj. Through this suffering, he's building us in ways internally that I cannot thank Maharaj. I am so grateful we are going through the suffering that we're going through. I wouldn't want it any other way. Because this change that I see in myself is so evident that if this suffering hadn't happened, we wouldn't be the people that we are today. So because of the stress, it's all connected. Because of the stress that my mom went through, and no matter how many satsangs I kept feeding this woman, and no matter how much, the person has to go through the pain. This is what I've learned. No matter how much I tried to tell my mom, don't be in pain. Maharaj is there. But the soul, Maharaj chooses this soul to go through the pain that she has to go through. So it's not in my control, it's in his hands. And my mom had a mini heart attack. And when that happened, the doctors told her that she will most likely have to put a stent in her heart. This is all before Maharaj's birthday. And Maharaj was telling me the whole while that from my birthday forward, a shift will happen because that's always been in my life. Even my ailments, when I was bedridden, the beginning of the year is always very heavy for me. And then literally after that, it's I wouldn't say, it's like his grace shows up in a different way. The shift happens. He came into my life on his birthday and the shift happened. So even this year, he said, on my birthday, the shift will happen. And true to his words, we go to a satsang. The doctors had said before the satsang, before Guruji's birthday, that she would have to. All the tests actually came out positive. Like she was, it showed that she was not normal. And then we go to a satsang on Guruji Maharaj's birthday, and a woman, there's satsangs within satsangs. A woman who had met Maharaj in, I believe, 1995, who's also in Toronto, gets up to share satsang. And let me say that at that moment, Maharaj made me Indian because I understood every single thing that this woman said in Hindi. Nothing came out of her mouth. Of course, yes, she said heart attack. She said, Maharaj made me understand. And nobody knew what my mom was going through because only and your guru you should know what your problems are and no one else. Again, these are all my own teachings. I'm not telling anyone anything. I'm just sharing the wisdom that he's given me. And literally, all the problems are to be told to him. And once you give the problem to him, it's his problem. And he shouldn't be reminded continuously of your problem. He already knows. If you've given it to him, there's no need to remind Maharaj. And literally, like, we're sitting there and this woman is speaking in Hindi and I understand every single thing. I understand everything. Just like how Maharaj made Paramahansa Yogananda speak English when he sent him to America, and he spoke English suddenly without even going to school. At that moment, I understood every single thing that was said in Hindi. And she literally said that she had gone to Maharaj with her husband. Her husband had a heart problem. They had gone to Maharaj for another problem, but Maharaj turned out and told the uncle, "Uncle, tell me about your problem." And uncle said, "I have a heart issue and I'm supposed to have a surgery or whatever." And Maharaj said, "Go do your test again. Be here, be with me. And then once you're here, you get blessed and then go and do your test again." So true to Maharaj's words, the same thing happened to my mother. When we went to do the test again, when we went that day to put the stent in her heart at the hospital, they had to do the test again. His Leela, they redo the test, and at that moment, the doctors came back and said everything is normal. And of course, I was sitting there like, of course, Maharaj, of course, Maharaj. And I remember very vividly MP Singh uncle, who's in Seattle, Usha Auntie's husband. And when Maharaj sent me to US this year, and that was spontaneous, that was all Maharaj planning. I didn't even plan to go to US, and suddenly Maharaj brings Shilpi Auntie in my life, and Shilpi says, "I'm going to the US, come." And I was like Satvachan, let's go, as he says. And we went and we had the blessing of staying with Usha Auntie. Like, if you don't plan, this is again his learning to me. If you leave it to Maharaj to plan your life, if this janam belongs to him, he will do things that you just the best planner. And like he makes it so beautiful. And he made me stay at Usha Auntie's house. And we were filled with satsangs and satsangs and satsangs and her time with Maharaj. And literally, MP Uncle taught me so beautifully something that goes back to autobiography of Yogi again, that when, no matter what you tell MP Uncle, MP Singh Uncle, he'd say, oh yeah, of course, anything is possible with Maharaj. Like it doesn't move his mind. And Maharaj there and then taught me control of the mind again. When the mind wants to get excited, control it. And at that moment, if you control it, then the mind is not, you can control it when you're going through hardship. And again, Maharaj takes you through this. The more you connect to him, the more you connect to him, the more there's direct connection. He's the best teacher. And he teaches you so much. And at that moment when I was sharing the satsangs with him, he was not moved. And I learned so much there that. And so when I was sitting at the hospital, when the doctor said everything, these satsangs would come to me, You're here, but you're with Maharaj all the time, because he takes you to that world of blessing and teachings. And it's like, oh my God, of course, anything is possible with Maharaj. If I was like, super excited like 6 years ago when Maharaj initiated me, today it's like, of course, of course, of course he can do it. So he takes us through that peace of mind, what we truly want, the freedom, the true freedom is that peace of mind. So then a couple of things happened even before Maharaj's birthday. When we heard the news of the scam, um, my mom and I, we were continuously going to Maharaj's mandir here. Once a week, Maharaj called us to Toronto mandir. And we would, my mom was coming, not coming. So the suffering that happened for my mom made my mom connect to Maharaj. So suffering happens, you seek God. Is it a blessing? Absolutely. It's all a blessing. And I really, really, truly believe Maharaj's words, of course, that I love I love my disciples. I love my Sangat the most, who get squeezed like a lemon. And literally, my mom is being loved right now because she's going through such squeezing. And for me, it's a squeezing time as well, because I see my mother suffer and it's not easy. And so we're sitting, this is all before Maharaj's birthday when we heard the news. And we're sitting in front of Maharaj. My mom was coming, coming, coming before I had to tell her to come. And now she's coming on her own. And suddenly, even before we entered Maharaj's mandir, on the way to the gaddi to do matateko, before we entered the door, Maharaj tells me telepathically, puts my eyes on one certain disciple by the name of Anu, and tells me something about Anu. Like, it's like son, Anu son. That's it. And then when I was sitting in front of Maharaj, he said, Anu was sitting, she was doing seva, she was sitting somewhere else. And Maharaj said, Anu will come and sit beside you. True to Maharaj's word, when a beautiful brother of mine is here, and he said, I think it's Vayakya, when the Shabad is playing, but then there's the sharing, the speaking, Vayakya, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. There was Vayakya happening there at the satsang, and I never understand, of course, the Vayakya. I mean, if he wants me to understand, I understand. And literally, Anu sits right beside me. And this is when we had heard the news, and I had such pain inside of me I can't even describe. We were like, we trusted these people with all our hearts. And literally, the heartbreak that has happened is beyond anything the harm that these people have done to my family and it's beyond anything I could have imagined. But the pain that I had inside was so much. Then Anu comes and sits beside me and just whispers to my ear, son, you know what this is saying? I'm like, no, just and I'm like, don't get excited, son, don't get excited. Maharaj said Anu would sit beside you. Don't let your mind get excited, just keep it at peace. And like literally she's saying, Maharaj is saying through these words, I will take your grief away. Nobody knows what we're going through. And literally, I looked at her and I knew at that moment Maharaj is talking to me. And literally on that day, I believe it was in beginning of May, when I left that satsang, I have no grief in me. Like literally Maharaj there and then took all that grief, all that pain away at that moment. Even though we're still going through that, we haven't gotten any results, but he took all that grief away true to his word. The next Thursday, so satsangs happen on Thursday and Sunday, and Maharaj calls us on every Thursday. My mom is sitting howling in front of Maharaj, howling in the satsang. And as Maharaj says, when you cry, it's my way of cleansing your soul. But it's painful to watch your mother, get heartbroken by people she trusted. And I'm looking at Maharaj and I'm like, I'm not asking Maharaj. I've learned my lesson there. I'm not asking. I know you're doing what you're doing. And she has to go through whatever she has to go through. I just gotta trust. The whole thing is happening. All the suffering, all the pain is happening for him to see if I trust him. And it's like a game, It's like a game. If you trust, then you see the blessing. And then my mom is howling. Satsang finishes. Satsang sharing comes. Anu, the same auntie that Maharaj has used, Anu just turns to me and loudly says in front of everybody, "Son, get up and share satsang." And there's like 400, 500 people sitting at this darbar. And around me, everybody's hearing, "Son, get up." But Maharaj didn't give me agya to get up. He was like, not today. And then Anu gets up herself, which that doesn't happen. I mean, of course, if Maharaj wants it to happen, but she's not a talkative person. She's very, like, she gets up to talk. Recently, she started to share satsang, which is a blessing. She wasn't doing that before, is what I'm trying to say. And Anu gets up and shares a satsang. And she's sharing and she says, a couple of days ago, I'm going to share what she shared. And it's connected to what we're going through. She said, a couple of days ago, we went to a satsang. There was a gentleman there who had met Maharaj when he was 7 years old. So I think in the 1990s. And Maharaj was not the Maharaj that a lot of people know today. And he said, Maharaj said a couple of things to this man. He said, um, you have to go through the storm of life. You have to. We all know that. We have to go through the storm of life, whatever that is written, for the karmic cleansing, and whatever only Maharaj knows. I know nothing. And we have to go through what we have to go through. You have to go through the storm. And she's looking at, Anu is just looking at me and my mom the whole while. Again, nobody but Maharaj knows what we're going through. And she says, you have to go through the storm, but Maharaj will not let any harm come to you. Maharaj is making you bulletproof. He will not let any harm come to his sangat. And she said suddenly these words that my mom and I just stared at each other, because she said, Maharaj told this uncle, I am the guru of those who have nothing in their pockets, but with nothing they take risks. And this is exactly what my mom has done. Literally everything she had, it wasn't like she had some backup or she had some, someone to rely on. I've never been, thanks to Maharaj, he's always been my provider. I've never had my family provide for me ever. Like since the day 14 years old, when we came to Canada, I started working and Maharaj provided for me through that. So it's not like we have backup, and we made it with nothing, literally with nothing. And he said these words that I am the guru of those who have nothing in their pockets and they risk it all and they take big risks. Oh, this is exactly what she said. They take big risk. I am their guru. I'm not the guru for those who have their pockets filled. I'm not the guru of the rich. Now, this is all what she said. Of course, Maharaj is the God of all and for all. So, like, and then he literally, Anu said my name in front of everybody, which was Maharaj, through everybody. And she looked at me again. She said, son, this is for you. Imagine that, what Maharaj can do, to speak directly to you when you depend only on him, when you trust him, when you know he's here, because his own words are, just because you don't see him physically, that doesn't mean he's not here. That's why, we run to people because we think he's not here. He's here. He said, I was, I am, and I will be. So he's here. And so how he answered, and how a week later, this event, a man in Toronto was shot and killed who had done the same thing to another family. And the money that this person had stolen is way less of what we have, my parents have, their money has been stolen. It's way less. But I want to tell you that, look what happened to this person that literally bought a gun, went and killed somebody in Toronto, because that scammer, that fraudster, had stolen all his savings, his family savings. And because that person didn't have a guru, didn't have a God, didn't have trust, he lost his mental peace. But I want to say, look who is in our lives. Look who we have. Is it a coincidence, as Maharaj said to Aunty? Nothing is a coincidence. He made that news come out. He literally created that Leela. Maharaj, through that person, shot that person, because it's all God. Doer of all action is God. To tell us, look who's in your life. Because if I wasn't in your life, you would probably, we would go crazy because of what has happened. Literally, we would go crazy. But Maharaj is there. And anyway, I want to say, he's so powerful. He's so powerful. And it's because of him that we are here. We are standing, we're smiling, we are faithful, we are trusting. It's all because of him. I want to say one more thing, that literally, did I share all the satsangs related to that? Yes. Okay. I'm born in Iran. I was there till the age of 13 in Iran, even though I'm more Indian than I feel I'm Indian at heart, literally. But I was born in Iran for reasons only Maharaj knows. And when I was in Iran, as woman in school, or even in my family, in front of my physical father, a lot of people know my physical father was not a father material at all. But it's because of him that I look at Maharaj as my father. So I love my physical father for the role that he has played. And so when I was in Iran, we were told, women don't talk, women don't laugh, shut it, don't talk, keep it to yourself, dim your light. I was always told by my teachers to stop talking, because I was a very bold, very real, very outspoken, very myself. And thanks to Maharaj, he's made me very authentic. Like, I don't keep whatever is in my heart, I am on the outside. And my teachers would tell me, don't talk. Then, of course, at home, I was the same. My father would always tell me, like, if something was wrong or done wrong, or he was, let's say, yelling at my mom, and I would say, don't do that, he would tell me, he was always asking me to shut it. So then I come to Maharaj and initiates me. And literally, there is not one satsang. Otherwise, if he tells me not to get up and he doesn't give me agya, there's not one satsang. And even from day one, the first satsang that he invited me on July 13, 2018, the first satsang he told me to attend, he told me from day one to get up and talk. Maharaj tells you to face your fears. Once you face your fears, be ready to experience blessings that you never even thought. You just got to put the world aside and listen to Maharaj and face your fears. Once you face your fears, he elevates you. He raises you. And it's no coincidence, again, there are no coincidences that at the first satsang that he initiated me in this lifetime, he told me to get up. Somebody was sharing, I remember exactly, it was Nilu Aunty sharing about how Maharaj had cured her cancer, breast cancer. And Maharaj told me, you're getting up after her and you're sharing your satsang. And I was like, Maharaj, I was having a telepathic talk with Maharaj. It's my first satsang. I'm not getting up to share satsang. Maharaj said, you will get up and share your satsang. And I said, no, Maharaj, I will not. He was teaching me something so profound there. He said, okay, your headaches will come back. And nobody knew, only doctors and only my family knew what pain I had in my head before Maharaj healed me. As if I was burned inside. Most of my pain was in my head. And Maharaj didn't give me the 300% pain that I had. He gave me 70%, but that 70% was so much. And I said, Maharaj, just let me know this is not me, because I don't know what's me. I don't know what's you. 6 years ago, I was not this. He hadn't done the healing. Every day we're going through transformation, inner transformation. But I want to say where he has taken me and where I am today is profound. The inner transformation is profound. And he told me, I said to him, Maharaj, as you say, just let me know this is you talking. I don't want to do me anymore. I don't want to be anymore. I don't want to be I anymore. It hasn't worked for me. So, you do, you work, you say, you do. And literally a girl comes from the kitchen at that moment and she's wearing a t-shirt with an arrow facing up. I've shared this many times. And in the middle of it says rise, R-I-S-E. And Maharaj told me at that moment, son, rise. By rising, by talking, I'm rising you. And I shared my satsang, and that was the last day that I had all my ailments in my body went away by just holding that microphone and sharing my satsang. So when Maharaj tells us to get up and share satsang, if you're not getting up, it's because you think you are the doer. Your I and your ego is active. Still, if you're fearful, it's because you think it's about you. It's not about you. It has nothing to do with you. You are nobody. It's all about Maharaj. And with him, you are a somebody. And with him, you become. And with him, you rise. And you have to remember satsangs are about him. And so he taught me that at that first beginning. And I have to say, it's not like my fear went away. So many years since I was a child, my bedridden phases, I had so much fear in me for so many years since childhood. And it accumulated that it hit into that ailment. My body couldn't function anymore. And, I had so much fear. Is it a coincidence that when I went to Baramandir in 2018, when he sent me there, I was saying, Maharaj, I'm so fearful, I'm so fearful. A newspaper manifests right in front of me. And with both letters, I wish I brought it, it says, fear nothing. So that's what he's teaching us, to fear nothing. And he blesses us to face our fears. And throughout the years, even since Maharaj initiated me, we forget the satsangs. I forget the rise. Maharaj told me to rise. Maharaj told me to talk. This is my seva. Talking is my seva. So then, a couple of months ago, I went to repeated satsang. At every satsang, I was told to get up and share satsang. Now, Maharaj says, I have my sangat and I have my followers. Who am I to say who this person was? But I heard somebody said again, I was being blessed. As Maharaj says, Nindo is you being blessed. And I was so grateful for this person for criticizing me because this person thinks satsang sharing is about me. That's the wisdom. Maharaj, as he told Baba uncle, I'm the one who gives understanding to people. So Maharaj hasn't gifted this person understanding. So I feel sorry for that. Not sorry, but as if you see someone, Maharaj has told me many times, if you see someone with hand broken or no hand or no eye or something, disability, physical, you say, oh, so sad. You feel sorry for this person, literally. But most people have mental ailments today, mental disconnection. And I don't mean it in any like I'm better or I'm trying to say many have mental disability. And this person had a disconnection with Maharaj. And I felt so, of course, gratitude that Maharaj has blessed me with his love. And when somebody gets up to share satsang, I'm like, wow, I get excited and I get happy. So this person didn't have that wisdom. And I felt really, you know, uh, pain for this person, for that disconnection. And that, of course, and also thank you, Maharaj, for blessing me that they criticized me by saying again, you know. And I got up and I shared my satsang because I knew Maharaj wanted me to hear it. Otherwise, he would block it. And he wanted to see if I would listen to him or if I would listen to humans. And I shared my satsang. And at the end of my satsang, I just did this in front of that person. Then Maharaj came in my dream. And he showed me that he's asking me in a dream. Everybody was talking. I'm in a satsang in my dream. Everybody's talking. Nobody is literally silent, listening to Maharaj's hukum that it has to be absolute silence in a satsang. And but he told me in the dream, get up and share your satsang. So I'm literally screaming at this satsang in my dream and sharing and sharing and sharing. Then Maharaj told me telepathically in my dream, he said, just like how I give halwa to the diabetic, I literally saw Maharaj giving halwa to a diabetic person. He's never spoken to me with words in my dreams, Maharaj. He's always spoken to me telepathically, even in my dreams. And he said to me, just like how I give halwa to the diabetic patient, I give sugar to the person who shouldn't have sugar. I give you talking for someone who was told her whole life not to talk. So don't listen to people. Listen to your Maharaj, listen to God, because humans and this outer image, Maharaj told me so beautifully, is all an illusion. It's part of the illusion. It's part of the Maya. It's not real. It's not, it's written in Autobiography of Yogi as well. It's not real. None of it is real. What is real is only your Guru and Maharaj and God, and that's it. So just do things for your Guru and only see your Guru, and that's all that matters. The rest, everybody's going to die. Their opinions and their outlook, none of it is going to matter. So why should we care for it? So that's that. I want to share the Costa Rica dream. Maharaj puts you in situations because he knows something is coming. So he's preparing you. Like I said, the blessings are all there. Your dreams are all manifested by Maharaj already. You are there. It's already done, like Commander Uncle said. Guruji Maharaj through Commander Uncle said, it's already done. It's already done. But he's preparing us. He's getting us ready to get to the he's preparing us. So we're ready for that blessing. So for example, if my dream is to become a teacher, let's say, I couldn't have been a teacher 6 years ago because I was fearful. I cared about what people thought about me. I just a lot of, disconnection within. So he takes you through life. He takes you through sufferings. He takes you through scenarios, situations to build your inner world. So you're ready for that blessing. So you're ready for that dream, to live that dream authentically. And, just that inner blessing has to happen first. Like Maharaj said, I first bless the inner world and then the outer world will just manifest on its own organically. I'm in Costa Rica. Maharaj sends me on vacation. I was working at this company and I was told you have to take your vacation, otherwise you lose it. So I had to take vacation, even though I did not want to take vacation. And I didn't know where to go, what to do. And Maharaj tells me go to Costa Rica. And It's like very close to Toronto. And anyway, it's very safe for women to travel alone. I'm a solo traveler. I love traveling alone. Of course, you're not alone. You're with Maharaj. So I sit with Maharaj and I say, Maharaj, if you want me to travel, let me know. He does. And I go to Costa Rica 1st of April. Let me tell you that again, beginning of the year, I'm heavy. It's always been heavy for me. And then the shift happens in July, literally on the 6th month. And I was so heavy from beginning of this year because Maharaj, I'm not married. Maharaj, what's happening? All the foolish thoughts. Maharaj, what's happening to my work? What's happening to life? What's happening to my... I was living in my future. I was living in my mind. I was living in the illusions. So, and no matter what I did, I couldn't stop it. Nights and days, I would cry in front of Maharaj. Like, Maharaj, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. No matter how much I connect with you, no matter how much I talk to you, there was something inside that was not, for me, that peace of mind was not there. And Maharaj tells me to travel. Like, you never know how Maharaj is gonna, bless you and make that. Oh, sorry about that. And then, so I'm 1st of April, I go to Costa Rica. I rent a car this time. This time was no coincidence. It was my 4th time in Costa Rica. And Maharaj for the first time gets me to rent a car because I want to travel around and drive around. And I'm literally behind the wheel in this country, crying that, why am I here alone? Why am I alone in life? I know I'm not lonely, Maharaj, but this and that. And I'm telling my problems to Maharaj and crying. I'm literally in heaven, but I'm not in heaven. I'm crying. And then I go and I get a SIM card so I could connect my card. But before I was going to get my SIM card, while I was driving there, I was telling Maharaj, I've never truly been loved. I've never been loved by my mother. I've never been loved by my physical father. I've never been loved. Every person that has come into my life has loved me with conditions. I haven't been loved by any human being. It's always been with conditions and they left me. I got bedridden, they left me. I got, something happened, they left me. So I was telling this to Maharaj and my phone gets connected. The first message I get, and look, no coincidences, months before I was in Seattle, I meet a divine soul there. And she at that moment, so every connection, every person that comes into your life is Maharaj sending them, whether they're good or bad. It's Maharaj sending them. Again, written on Autobiography of a Yogi as well. Every soul is sent by God. As Maharaj told Baba uncle, Raghubir uncle's son, that I bring souls in your lives and I am the one who takes the souls out of your life. So I have Nandiji, I call her Nandiji, sends me a page from, I believe, The Divine Light, the book by Anita Kumar. And it says there, look, the first thing that is sent to me once I cried out to Maharaj. Maharaj was telling a Sangat, you have never been loved the way you have deserved to be loved. So imagine the shift that happens. Like you're empty. I always say this, only with Maharaj, you're empty tank. And then he takes you full tank. Only he can do it. Only he can. And I went full tank right there. And like Maharaj is saying to me that he'll love me and all I need is his love. And, truly there's a part in your heart that only and only Maharaj can sit there. And I believe it's your whole heart. Nobody can sit there by Maharaj, but Maharaj. So how he blessed and talked to me directly through this book sharing. So, I always say you can't limit Maharaj and say, oh, you will talk to me only through this person. You will only talk to me through this book. Oh, you only bless me only through Jal Prashad and only Langar and this. No, that's limiting Maharaj. Maharaj doesn't even need anything to bless us. He created those things because human beings are attached to things. That's what he created. Otherwise, God doesn't need any material or any langar or anything to bless us. He told many Sangat, including Commander Uncle, why do you need my Swarup? I'm in your heart. What are you going to do with my photo? I'm in your heart. So a lot of teaching, in Maharaj didn't talk much, but so much to learn from his commandments, his words. Um, so anyway, but I was still disconnected. I was in this paradise and I felt like I'm very alone. And I'm a very sharing person. Ever since I've been a child, Maharaj has created me this way. I love to share as much as I can. If I have anything, I just want to give it away. And that's his grace. And literally, I'm there, like I'm in this heaven, but I want to share it with somebody, and there's no one with me. And I get to this destination, 4th of April, again, number 4, no coincidence. I'm in the morning, I was doing yoga by the water. I'm not a swimmer. I do not go in the water. Um, I just sit by the ocean, just close, or just go in as much as my feet I can reach the sand, and that's it. I'm sitting by the water doing yoga. Suddenly, I never wear anything like I don't need to wear any swarupas. Maharaj has told me nothing, no bracelet, nothing. Again, he's in my heart. What am I going to do with his photo? But again, whatever he guides you, because right before I exited my door to go on my vacation, Maharaj suddenly told me, take my bracelet. So a bracelet that has Maharaj's photo. That was the only piece of jewelry that I took with me. I'm wearing it that day, 4th of July. I'm sitting by the water. I don't even know how this bracelet, literally the unimaginable happened. This bracelet just came out of my hand and went in the water, and I saw it. But no matter how much I ran, it just went. I can't even tell you how fast it went in the water, in the ocean. That was the morning of 4th of April. No coincidence, at 3 p.m., around 3, I am sitting and by that same side, and this thought comes that I should go somewhere and meditate. But because there was a lot of noise around me, I said, you know what? I'm going to go where there's no human being, no human being. Literally, I walked 20 minutes where there was nobody, nobody, and nobody. I mean, nobody. And there was not even a fly going. And I meditated there, and I did Mata Teko to Divine Mother, because literally, a land where it gives you so many fruits and the nature. I just wanted to do Mata Teko for Divine Mother. And I had sand all over me. Then the next thought that came, let me go in the water and wash myself. So by the time I reach the crowd, I go back 20 minutes. I'm all dried up and I go back to my hotel. I go in the water, but before I go in the water, Maharaj told me telepathically, don't put your head in the water, but I didn't listen. I went in, that gut feeling came. I didn't listen. I go in the water, and the water pulled me in so hard. I went for a good swim, no lie, because I had sand all over my hair. And because my hair is kind of wavy and curly, it was all over me. So I went and I got pulled in, and no matter what I did, I could not take myself out of the water. Only Maharaj knows what you go through your suffering. Only he knows. And I had no idea that the site that I was in, it was the most dangerous site, because two sides of the ocean come and they come together. And if you're stuck in that side, which is called the current, I was stuck in a current. I was in that middle where the water gets pulled back because two waves are coming and reaching each other. And no, I've never been in my life so far from the shore. I cannot tell you, my whole focus was on the right. I was constantly screaming and yelling and fighting for my life. And no coincidence that suddenly at that moment where I realized that I'm stuck and something is wrong, mantra jap automatically came into my mind. Mantra jap automatically. Like I was reciting mantra jap, like I can't even tell you. And the only two thoughts that came was my mother. I can't believe. And the second was, I can't believe this is how it's written for me, that this would be the last day of my life. I can't believe this is it. And then I don't know how long I was in the water, but I think about 8 to 10 minutes. It was long. Again, my whole focus was on the right side to grab someone's attention by my screams, by my hand, trying to get myself just swimming on top of the water. Then I literally just screamed out suddenly, Guruji Maharaj, help me. That's all I said. 10 seconds later, 15 seconds later, I hear a boat. Now, on my left side, it was just water. It was just ocean. There was nothing else, nothing and nothing. That's why I didn't even look to my left, because everything was happening on the right side. I hear a boat from my left side, and there's two fishermen at 3 or 4 p.m., where that's the most crucial time to fish. They even said that we don't even know why we're on this side of the ocean. But of course, you and I, we know why. Because Maharaj wanted it. Because Maharaj is with his Sangha 24/7. You have to go through the storm. You have to go through the storm. But Maharaj will not let any harm come to you. His own words to that uncle who met Maharaj when he was 7 years old. You have to go through it. But at the end, nothing will happen to you, because your guru will take all the tension. Your guru is there to take, as Commander Uncle Bufri said, all your problems are guru's problems. So literally, Maharaj taught me so many things. So many things, because when I came out of that water, when I cried I couldn't believe that my feet were touching the sand. I couldn't believe it. All those 2 months, 3 months of pain and literally the mental agony and all the nonsense, all the illusions, all the BS that I was worrying about, because you don't know how long you have. You don't even know you're 5 seconds from now. You don't know how long you're here. So we worry for a future that may never come. And that was what Maharaj was teaching me. And literally, when I got out of that water, a soul, this guy by the name of Ben from Washington, I don't know, from US, comes up to me and says, I told everybody, I didn't care anymore. I just wanted to, my fear had gone, my fear of talking, my fear of praising God. I didn't care anymore, because I knew at that moment it's only me and Maharaj in this world and nothing else. Everything else is a picture. It's only the ocean and Maharaj and you. That's it. And he told me something so profound. When I told him what God had done, he said, God is telling you not to fight the current. And those words are like literally tattooed on my heart. He said, because God is telling you not to fight the current. Whatever is happening has to happen. Do you know how to exit a current, son? Do you know what you should do if next time you're stuck in a current, son? And I said, no. He said, you're not supposed to fight the current. That's what God was trying to teach you. Imagine this guy, this American guy, who, no coincidence, had Om. Literally, we saw an Om on his throat. Like literally, he had an Om. What do you call birthmark? Yeah, birthmark on his divine soul. And I have a photo of that Om. And it was Maharaj in different form. Maharaj comes in different forms. We know that. It was Maharaj talking to me. He said, you don't fight the current. You go with it. You know how to beat the current. You have to swim with it, not fight it. Because the more you fight it, you're going to get tired. You're going to have no energy. You're going to drown more. Again, as Maharaj said, stay positive. Because if you stay negative, you're going to drown. You're just going to drown. So staying positive, knowing that your guru is there, not fighting the current, keeps you high, above the water, and literally then he will guide you what to do. And how to beat the current is to go with it and go around it, and you'll get to the shore. And when he said that, I started howling. And no coincidence that we went to get food with a bunch of us. We were like a group of people that I met, solo travelers. And literally, once the energy shifted, my energy, because I wasn't meeting anyone before 4th of April. I wasn't. Nobody was coming to me. But after, when my energy became positive, all these amazing souls, divine souls came to me, high energy people. And we sat in his car, Ben's car, to go get food with a bunch of people. The first song that played on radio is Breathe, Let Go, Breathe, Let Go, by someone, a singer named Mihaly, Mihali. Mihali, if you want to hear it. Breathe and Let Go is the song. And it says, invite the unknown, let the unknown come, be okay with the unknown. And oh my God, just learnings and learnings and learnings and learnings and learnings and blessings always through no matter what happens. So then Maharaj told me, remember in the morning, I drowned for you. Your guru drowned for you. Remember your bracelet? Because I had forgotten about the bracelet. No coincidence. And he took that bracelet away. He's like, you don't need it. You don't need it. I live in your heart. You don't need any of these external things. So that's the Costa Rica. Now, the reason why I shared that satsang is what you go through builds you for what is coming. I had no idea literally the moment I came back to Toronto, end of April, beginning of May, we learned the news of what has happened to my parents and all their savings, all their life savings. If that drowning hadn't happened, I would not be the woman, the faithful woman, the trusting woman, knowing that no matter in what water I'm in that ocean, if there's no one, my guru will send help from the side that I never even imagined. He came from the left side. Your eyes are hooked. Oh, my blessings will come from Sun Auntie. Oh, Commander Uncle will do this for me. Oh, Maharaj will do it this way for me. Oh, he's going to answer me through this book, WhatsApp, this, that. No. Leave the how, leave the what, leave the who, leave the how, just all of that to Maharaj. Maharaj is here to make our lives easy. Leave all of that thoughts. He said, you people think too much. My guru's there. All I got to think about is my guru. Just got to keep my eyes on him. How it's going to happen, he was teaching me at that moment. My help came from left side, son. You don't know. And it'll happen in ways that you can't even predict or imagine. So that's that. Lately, Maharaj, okay, I'm going to share just a few quick ones. Smile. Through everything you're going through, Maharaj is saying for you to smile. And Maharaj has come through a lot of in our dreams. That's why Maharaj tells me, I don't believe in the old and new Sangat, because when Maharaj says dreams are reality, who's old, who's new? If Maharaj has come in my dream, we're all new and old. Maharaj is there. So, but I know, he tells me, of course, it's a label that we have to, we use for it's human labeling and it's okay. But, in a dream that he came to me, or darshan that he came to me, the second dream that Maharaj blessed me in this lifetime, Maharaj came. I was standing, I had a roof over my head. It was heavy rain. I can't even tell you. I had a lot of black suitcases around me and on my shoulders. I can't tell you how, maybe 45, 50 black suitcases around me. All dark, all black. I had a purse, I had a backpack, I had another purse. This was my dream. But the rain wasn't hitting me. And I saw Maharaj wearing this yellow chola and dress, and because he knows I love yellow. And, and he came and he had this beautiful smile on. I can't even tell you, he had this beautiful smile on. And he was looking at me smiling, and no rain was hitting Maharaj. Of course, we know this. Maharaj was perfect. And I saw so many people lined up under the rain, no roof on their head. So what Maharaj was telling me in that dream, you have a lot of karma, you have a lot of baggage, and I have. He only knows how many of those baggages have been, healed by his grace. And he was saying, you have a lot of baggage, but I will protect you. As Maharaj said, times ahead are hard. And I promise you, I'm going to tell you something. You who's chosen by Maharaj, even if you haven't had a dream darshan, it doesn't matter. Just the fact that you know about Maharaj is such a huge blessing, because in that dream, I saw so many people being hit by the rain and they were lined up for Guru. You don't know how many souls want to be in your spot. And what a gift it is that he is in our lives. It's the biggest lottery that you could even imagine to win. And he had a smile, and I just, Maharaj found the time now, because he, right time, right place, everything in right time, even the wisdom, right time, right place. He told me this year, son, smile. Why do you think I was smiling in the dream for you? I was telling you to smile. No matter what you go through, smile for me. Smile for me. So I was sharing this satsang yesterday to my mom, that mom, no matter what you go through, Guru is testing your faith, your trust. He's gonna see, girl, I've saved your daughter in the middle of the ocean. I've saved your daughter when all the doctors, I was telling my mom this. I've saved your daughter when all the doctors in Germany and Canada and Iran said there's no way. He made a way. Who are you to doubt the Guru now with what you're going through? So I was telling my mom, smile. I go to get coffee at this coffee shop. There's a girl wearing this jacket with a huge smiley, a smiley on the back, like huge smile. Then I'm like, satsangs are everywhere. Satsang is not just going to the mandir. Satsang is everywhere. It's happening. Maharaj is bringing you satsangs everywhere. Blessings everywhere. So then I walk to this area close to my house, and there's always live music playing there. And this woman, the moment I got to her, this is the song she was, smile, smile, and the world will smile for you. Smile, and the world will smile for you. And it brings me back to Maharaj's words to Vijaya Aunty, which I've shared, that Maharaj says to her, Ashkar, and Ashkar. And Vijaya Aunty says, I love that satsang. Vijaya Aunty says, Guruji, nothing in my life is happening good. What do you mean, Ashkar? And Maharaj says, think positive, stay positive, stay positive. The secret is to stay positive and trust your Guru. And if you stay positive, he will turn the unimaginable impossible for you. And he said to her, if you stay positive, the whole world will conspire to help you. And literally, this woman was singing the same thing. If you smile, the world will smile for you. Literally, Maharaj was saying exactly that through this woman. And I took a video, and I have the video of her singing it. And I sent it to my mom, and I said, look what we were talking about. So if you are with Guru all the time, if your mind is with Guru all the time, as Commander Uncle beautifully said, whatever you connect to, you ultimately become. And Maharaj knows my intention. I don't need to prove myself. I am not saying I'm the Guru, no. But whatever energy you connect to, you ultimately become. His energy he will work through you. What I was speaking to my mother was Maharaj speaking. Whatever we speak is Maharaj speaking, Maharaj talking, taking that form, using that person as a vessel. So the more you connect to him, the more Maharaj said this to me a month ago when I was literally drowning because of my mom. Seeing my mom suffer is not easy. But he was saying to me, I am building you for something, and you need to get prepared. So it's up to you right now to get the lessons now. It's up to you if you're going to trust me. It's up to you if you're going to smile, even if you're seeing your mother in pain. And literally a month ago, he said to me, son, at every given moment, a human being has two options. This is what he said to me directly. Either worshiping their God, Guru, or worshiping their problems. At any point, you're worshiping. So you choose if you're worshiping your worries or worshiping Maharaj. It's your choice. He gives us free will. He gives us free will. I think this is all he told me. Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's all I've written. So that's all he guided me to share. Shukrana, Divine Souls. Thank you so much for listening to his grace, his love. Jai Guruji Maharaj. It's never enough. It's never enough to say Shukrana. Shukrana, Shukrana, Divine Souls. Thank you. Jai Guruji Maharaj.